It is now integrated with the FARDC, the forces of Congo. That's the problem. So they have almost become one and the same. So if you attack me,
yeah,
do you then start giving me instructions of how I should react? I need somebody to show me how we started the problem.
This is the journey to One Africa.
I read the experts' report. Don't they say something about the government of Congo? They condemn hate speech.
Yeah.
They condemn the support to FDLR, and so on and so forth. Fine? So what is the answer to these ones? What comes out in the end, even with in the media and so on, is only the story about Rwanda and M23. If you think Rwanda is actually in the Congo, the reason would be what is in that report.
FDLR.
Oh, yes.
When you said in a speech you made 1 year ago, Mr. President, to the Parliament, in Kenya, Rwanda, I read the translation, as we are a very small country, our doctrine is to go and fight the fire at its origin. This type of statement can give a reason to those who claim that Rwanda is intervening in Congo.
Yes, but as long as there is a reason, that reason,
yeah,
I don't give a damn. This is what I'm saying. Precisely this is what I've been saying, and that's what that statement means. If you are causing me problems from anywhere, right? Why don't I have reasons to go and fight them? Why? If you are preparing, you are arming, and you are grouping FDLR to attack Rwanda.
So FDLR is not a residual movement.
It is now integrated with the FARDC, the forces of Congo. That's the problem. So they have almost become one and the same. So if you attack me,
yeah,
do you then start giving me instructions of how I should react? I need somebody to show me how we started the problem. Let's not deal with the fabrications or just creations of some people. Let's deal with the facts. Let somebody present a fact where Rwanda crossed into Congo to cause problems there that were not there. But if I crossed because of what came from Congo, this is what I'm saying.
Do you think that M23 should withdraw from the areas it controls? And if it refuses to do that, do you support the idea of an intervention of the regional force?
The M23 needs to stop fighting. They should even withdraw to an extent as ordered by the region. They won't withdraw to Rwanda, ever, because they don't belong there. In the same breath, make it, you see, things must be handled together. In the same way, the government must be seen to be doing certain things to make sure that the forward movement is obtained and we go to a point of a solution. Withdraw of M23 to whatever point you want them to withdraw to is not an end in itself. It does not provide a solution. The solution comes from them doing that while other things are also happening at the same time. Right? Now, in fact, something else that is going to happen and is beginning to happen, I have made that statement as well. This emptying of Congo, trying to empty Congo of these Tutsis, and throwing them across the border has to stop. We are not going to be a ground where you just dump people you are persecuting in broad daylight.
If my memory is good, the last time you met with President Tshisekedi was in September in New York with President Macron.
Yes.
And without convincing results, of course. And is it possible to speak again with a man who says that the problem is you personally, that you must leave power, that he is ready to help Rwandan people in that objective?
Is it possible for him to do that, actually? This is the question. I think the issue is does he really find it possible to do that? He can think about that, he can entertain that, he can help. He's already doing that. When he's helping FDLR, he's already helping. No, but in the end, he needs FDLR's problem more than he can actually help them, because they have turned into a force that is fighting for him. So what would I be talking to him about in any case? So you don't need to blame Rwanda or Kagame or whatever. You have to think rationally. You have to say, did we have problems even before Kagame? The RPF government? If it is yes, then did you address these problems? Are you addressing them, or are they the ones continuing or even getting worse? These would be matters of governance, or accountability, utilization of their resources for the development of their people. I'm sure those enormous resources are just being used by maybe to improve or for the benefit of the less than 1% of the Congolese, of which is now, are they coming to 100 million or something? There are so many. So imagine 1% of that is probably the only one benefiting from the enormous resources of the 99%, nothing. So is that Kagame's problem? Am I the cause? So how does Rwanda become the main problem of Congo, even by these leaders, if they were to be honest? You have, as I said, in Eastern Congo, actually they are saying about 120 armed groups. This is agreed, this is considered true by government itself and others. With the ones who formed the 120 armed groups. How? Practically, maybe constantly accusing us of M23, okay, let's take responsibility for that, even if that's not true. How about the rest? The other over 100 armed groups. Can we be blamed for that?
Mr. President, you have positioned Rwanda as a country with a solution to the global migration crisis, striking deals with Britain, Denmark, and Israel. But critics say that, first of all, you are looking to benefit financially, geopolitically, and in terms of external image from the arrangements because of your records on human rights. Alors, how do you respond to this comment?
First of all, why don't others do the same? Why don't others benefit by doing the same? I mean, if Rwanda is thinking about benefiting from all of this, okay. First of all, those who are having migration problems. Why do they have migration problems? And why don't they find a solution? Without Rwanda. You see, this is why I can't understand the critics, what they are talking about. You are blaming Rwanda for contributing to solving a problem.
And Mr. President, relations with France, good, no?
Yes.
Very good. But in December, Paris has added his voice to those who are asking Kigali to stop so-called intervention in DRC. Are you disappointed by this position?
That position was ill-informed, and it was not necessary. So I hope France can address it properly and better. But those who got involved in voicing different things about us and about this situation, they should also have thought about the sensitivities of that. Because there are sensitivities of that. You don't want to just act irrationally to please one side for one reason and do it at the expense of the other.
Mr. President, there is an unavoidable question. Next president's election in Rwanda
Yes, please.
Next year, will you be a candidate?
Yes and no. I'm not sure.
You can.
But there is a possibility.
You can have a surprise for your compatriots.
I'm waiting to see what.
For them, your candidacy
still
is beyond doubt.
Yeah, sure. So two things. I have to make a decision, of course, personally. I can decide to say, you know, I don't think what I'm doing is worth it this time around. And I would beg those who are urging me to run, that they leave me alone and I become a free person and do my own things. Is that possibility? The other possibility is I will think about it, and if I find real reasons these people are presenting and have belief and how many, and well, I can consider.
In his famous book, Mr. President, The Prince, Nicolas Machiavelli says this: it's safer for a leader, for a prince, for a leader, to be feared than to be loved. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree. I would have used a different word. It is important for a leader to be respected.